29th of July 2026, and it's about 14 hours since you last got to know areas, not for all areas in Uganda, as it is areas for LC1 chair yet. And of course, we do await a report from the Electoral Commission to give us an update on what next now that some of those areas do not have their LC1 chairperson. Thank you so much for paying heed to the call of being part of the electoral processes and making policies in Uganda was declared Ebola free. Uganda. Good morning, Uganda. My name is Jude. And President Yoweri Museveni has offered Uganda as a potential host for the future headquarters African, Caribbean and Pacific States, OACPS, as the organization prepares to relocate from Brussels, Belgium. Museveni made the offer during a meeting with the OACPS Secretary General, Musa Sali. Uganda's support towards strengthening the organization among developing nations. The president said Uganda is ready to support the relocation, noting that moving the headquarters from Europe would align with the organization's new direction. The OACP undergoing reforms to transform it from mainly coordinating development relocate the headquarters to one of their own countries, with Uganda among the nations being considered. He also challenges and recovery efforts, including support pledged by Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the OACPS Parliamentary Assembly. Tayewa said Uganda is also seeking to host the next joint parliamentary the Caribbean, Pacific States and the European Union. Now, of local government public engagement in Nyendo, Masaka City, where some local residents pinned the State Minister for Local Government, Justin Namere, for defying repeated calls over unpaid coffee seedling supply. The minister has last afternoon called for the City Commissioner's office in Masaka City. The meeting attracted whoever was concerned, including coffee seedling suppliers. During this engagement, chaired by Balam Barugahara, action. The heated discussion was solved by their State House Controller, Jean Bareche, who, through a phone call made by Balam Barugahara, accepted to Minister Justin Namere now embark on the journey to clean her name, vowing to take legal actions against her accusers. This matter has caused unnecessary attention, with Kumbule having spent days at Masaka. State House move not only settles the pending payments, but partly sets journalists free. All right, now the outgoing European Union delegation to Uganda has commended the country's socio-economic progress during his 4-year tour of duty, saying it has significantly improved the life. Chatrain made the remarks during a farewell meeting with the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kinattebe. Chatrain said he had witnessed social and economic transformation in Uganda over the past 4 years, attributing the progress and areas of continued cooperation between Uganda and the European Union, saying Uganda, like the rest of Africa, development. He achieved sustainable growth, progress. General Kainerugaba, who also serves as the senior presidential advisor for special operations, thanked the outgoing envoy for his service in Uganda. Now, that story marks the end of what we have. Quake in Japan's at least missing after a shopping center and a paper mill. Sane Takaichi said. Public broadcaster NHK reported earlier that 2 victims were women in their 20s who were
raise as what Alex has been doing. For example, a new drug, you actually benefit all of the patients in the world. And your question is, I think, what kind of drives China has developed? Commercialized product is very short. The time